Hi there, guys, and welcome to the Chronicles of Gamers, episode 69. This is a podcast where we love to explain our love-hate relationship with video games. I'm, of course, your host, Efocutioner, and yes, as I said before, I accidentally got the fifth topic up. It is actually episode 69! Hey! As you can see, I'm still working on the inputs and stuff. So yeah, you got to see our first error. Granted, it's not live. So woo! Errors! Yeah, testing out some new stuff. I know. Also, as I said, if you are curious to man, what happened? What's going on? You guys took so long. Well, I put up a wonderful little thing up on the blog. You can go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and read it or watch the video or do both, man, because I kind of did a both thing. And don't worry, it's not even monetized. So even if you do watch the video, you ain't got to worry about it. I ain't trying to make no money. I'm just trying to keep it real, trying to keep it, 169. Oh, that was just a horrible tie-in to the number. I did a bad job. I could have did so much more. But yeah, episode 69. Oh, by the way, so I'm going to do the quick E3. E3, it was ass. Everything was ass about E3. It was ass. Unless you were there, it was amazing. But it was ass. I'm just giving you the cliff notes. Man, I was sick and I watched E3. And I wanted to puke. After watching E3. The only good freaking thing, the only one who did the best job at their performance, or at least showcasing games, which is what you're supposed to do at E3, showcase games and move the fuck on, was freaking Square Enix, and lo and behold, Devolver Digital 2 years in a row. My gosh. Devolver Digital. Damn. I'm so glad I just bought Crossing Souls. Although I'm going to be playing it after Oxenfree, but Devolver Digital, thank you. Man. Kept it funny, kept it short, showed the games, got the fuck on. That's how you're supposed to do E3. Unless we are there, you don't have to do all that stuff. Sony, freaking commercials, the F, and then EA. Oh, I'm gonna get started on you, EA. I ain't forget about you. Because you did something that just made me go what? You know what? I can't even, man. That's, EA, all of y'all. I can't even. Look it up. I can't even. You're going to see that quite a bit today. But I know it's been a while. And I know you guys are ready for the hype. Unfortunately, this hype's going to be a little bit different. Because you're going to see me throwing this sign up. Because I can't even. This. I take some time off. And the industry just does stuff that just makes me go bruh. I can't even. But the one I want to get into right now is something that happened during July 5th. So, in July 5th, if you did not read the article from GameIndustry.biz, let me update this right quick. Here's the vote with your wallet, son. This is what this is going to be about. So, GameIndustry.biz, after Jeff Keighley kind of talked with Todd Howard, if you don't know who Todd Howard is, he pretty much is the man who does the Skyrim games. Or, you know what I mean, he did. Anyway, I'm sorry, because this was something I really wanted to talk about. He does the Elder Scrolls games, and the current one is Skyrim. Everyone loves Skyrim. Skyrim's on everything. This game's been almost, over a decade, I don't even know, because I played I played it on 360, I was and then that was it. And now it's on my PS4, it's on my PC, it's on the freaking Switch. Skyrim is everywhere. If I look out the window right now, I think I might just see Thomas the Tank Engine just flying by, shooting flames of internal dragons, and I don't know. But pretty much he did this article. He chatted with Jeff Keighley at Game Lab in Barcelona. And during the interview that GameIndustry.biz actually covered, he went and talked about how, the port of Skyrim and why he continues to push it out. And pretty much one of the things that Todd Howard kind of mentions for people that are just they're tired of the ports is, here's what he says. Even now, the amount of people who play Skyrim 7 years later, millions of people every month are playing that game. Howard replied, that's why we keep releasing it. If you want us to stop releasing it, stop buying it. Now, I know that's kind of one of those things where it's well, it makes sense. If you're tired of us re-releasing Skyrim, stop buying it. I get it. Because of this, we all know that we are all waiting for Elder Scrolls 6. I'm actually kind of curious because, after playing the mods on PC on another person says I didn't want to buy Skyrim, I'm boycotting that because I got tired of them re-releasing it. But it was just interesting that he kind of stated that, if you're tired of us re-releasing this re-releasing the same game on multiple consoles, stop buying it. And I feel that the reason why Elder Scrolls 6 is taking its sweet time is because they keep re-releasing Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5. And I think that that's just kind of annoying. But it's getting to that point where even if there are people that just don't believe that if we stop, that, companies will stop, publishers will stop, developers will stop. It's gotten to the point now where there are even people who were talking about, microtransactions and loot boxes. And it's just like, look, man, we're at this point where it's like, it happens, it's here. What are we going to do about it? Even if we don't support it, if they still make money. And it's getting to that point where it's just like people who do boycott games, they feel like there's no point to it. And it's just like even arguing on Reddit just makes me go like this. But I just really want to reaffirm the whole vote with your wallet thing. And I think what Todd Howard kind of said really needs to push home that point of, look, boycotting a video game with your money, not buying it, works. It does not work right away. It works over time. And I know, especially with Star Wars Battlefront 2 and a lot of the, FIFA 2019 stuff, people are just like, or even Madden now because people still buy it. It's just like, they still keep doing these like crazy ass microtransactions, charging us just for taking a walk and changing our names, getting a haircut. I don't know what to do. They keep putting it in games. It's like, whoa. Voting with your wallet works, but you have to remember it's going to take time. We're at a point right now where, like, the next topic is EA and the Battlefield 5 situation. It's getting to the point now where people are iffy on EA. Everyone's iffy on EA. And it's getting to that point where just keep boycotting, folks. Like, I don't know what else I could really say. Like, it works. It freaking works. Like, the Battlefield 2 fiasco. Yes, granted, EA sold over, 7 million, copies of the game. But, it was less than their 14 million that they were expecting. Did they make money? Yes, sure. But they make a lot of money? No. But it's just like, you just gotta keep going. Like, I don't know what else I can really say on that. Like, it's just crazy that we're at a point now where there are people that are just like giving up and not wanting to, boycott. And it's just like, there are other ways that you can boycott too. And I've said this before. I've said this to people on Reddit. I'm going to keep stating it to the day I die. If you are not a fan of the company, but you still want to play their game, buy a used copy of the game. Short, simple, straight to the point. Buy a used copy. You go to GameStop right now. Best Buy. You buy a used game. Your mom and pop grop shop that sells used games. You go there and you support their ass. And you buy the used game. You come back and you play it. That's the reason why we fought the whole Game Pass situation. So now you could take a used game that someone else has played and sold back to them. You can buy it and you can play that game. $0 goes to that company. If you want to buy their DLC based off the game, that's fine. But you got to remember that the DLC still goes towards that. It shows the company that, they really care about their BS. So, please, for the love of Santa, and I'm saying this right now, voting with your wallet works. It does not work right away. It does not work as soon as you expect it to. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a few years. But it gets to a point where when it does work, you can go back to the point of time when they fuck up. And you can be like, this is when the dominoes started to fall. And and you could be proud. I think you should be proud if a certain company that's been kind of bullshitting you for a couple of years goes out of business. Because you're like, well, I gotta feel sorry for the people that look. Hey man, I'm sorry that you chose to work with this company, but you chose to work with this company and this company keeps trying to screw us over. I don't know what to tell you. Voting with your wallet works. It doesn't work right away, but it works. Okay? And then that goes straight into the next topic, so turn it off. EA is definitely trying to make us feel sorry for themselves. And the reason why I say that is because on August 20th, what was it? Doug, I think I'm going to mispronounce this guy's last name. Gutierrez? He pretty much said on, in his note, in an article from CNBC, he pretty much stated that EA's Battlefield 5, according to what he had heard, is seriously lagging behind Call of Duty and Red Dead Redemption 2. And he stated that at this point they are performing 85% less than the pre-orders in the pre-order department of what Battlefield should be expecting. Now, granted, there's been the whole argument of like why Battlefield 5 is going through all these problems and stuff, and look, all you gotta do is just Google Battlefield 5. You're gonna hear a whole bunch of the whole women crap and stuff. My true belief is because, one, why the hell would you release Battlefield 5 during the week after Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is gonna come out? So it's like Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, Red Dead Redemption 2. First of all, Red Dead Redemption 2 is something almost everyone is looking forward to. I'm looking forward to playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Holy crap, I'm not going to play it now because I know if I play it, I'm in the rabbit hole. So I'm going to wait before, I'm going to play a few games before I go and buy Red Dead Redemption. And then, of course, it's Black Ops 4. Everyone and their grandma, like every kid plays Black Ops 4. Like seriously. Every person that likes shooting plays Black Ops 4. Like this is literally the whole Titanfall 2 situation again. And I'm pretty sure you heard that phrase come up a bunch of times, but it's like, you shot yourself in the foot the first time, and you're doing it again. And then you, out of nowhere, we hear, like, oh man, we're doing bad in our pre-order department. 85% under sales compared to Red Dead Redemption 2 and Black Ops 4. I've never heard this before. As far as I've been doing this thing. I've only been doing this thing for a few years. But it's incredible. I've never heard that pre-order sales were underperforming compared to the other two. We get no numbers, by the way. No numbers. We just get, it's performing 85% less compared to Black Ops 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2. I find that interesting. I find that crazy. I find that BS. I find that EA is definitely trying to make us feel sorry for them. And I am going to go with the fact that, one, why the hell would you release the game during two of the biggest juggernauts that are coming out in October, when you can just push that thing in? You could have just released Battlefield 5 in July or August, but no, you want to choose October. Heck, you could have waited until January to release Battlefield 5. That's more than enough time for people to forget about Black Ops 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2, or at least the kids who play it. Like seriously, I've never heard this before. Oh man, our pre-orders are doing so bad. And then number two, you're EA. You've kind of been shooting yourself in the foot. But I digress, man. I found that interesting. I found that surprising. Like, holy crud. Like, seriously, I was like, I can't even. Like, I've never heard this before. I can't even. I've never heard this. Our pre-orders are doing 85% less. I would love the numbers, by the way. Since we're putting that out there, I would love the numbers. I'd like to see how many people have actually pre-ordered Battlefield 5. And then Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And then Red Dead Redemption 2. I would love to see the numbers. But I know we're not going to get it. Oh, man. That was interesting. That's just something I really wanted to talk about. Although, something I'm really excited for, because I took my time off, God of War, I actually just updated my God of War for this. But now God of War has New Game Plus. Yes! God of War has New Game Plus. Holy crap. Hold on. I gotta change to the next topic. What's third topic? Oop. Oop, no, that's Spyro. Whoops. Okay, so I didn't make a current topic for that. But I messed up on that. I should have put, well, God of War pretty much released a brand new Game Plus out on PS4 as of right now. So for those who play God of War and they were like, holy crap, I had a really fun time, but I would love to, replay this game and keep all my stuff. Well, you're in luck because you get to definitely do that. In fact, New Game Plus, let me list off some of it. I'm not going to list it all. But New Game Plus is where you'll be able to take your equipment and your abilities. So everything that you've done in the game, all of that gets put in the New Game Plus. And in fact, if you do decide to do New Game Plus, you can still keep your items and everything that you have. And you can do it on a harder difficulty. So like say you played on normal and you want to play on hard, all the stuff that you acquired in your normal playthrough will still be, available in the hard playthrough. Which I think that's very incredible, because it's like, oh man, I kind of wish I played hard mode and I could have got better stuff. Or, if you play hard mode and when you play it at first, you kind of don't have the best abilities. Now everything you've done is unlocked and you can play on a harder difficulty. And in fact, if you have played on hard mode, but you're like, you know what, I want a better challenge from God of War and I kind of wish they had a higher difficulty. Well, you could play Give Me a Challenge Plus Ultra Mega Super Fantastic. No, but there's a new game plus difficulty called Give Me a Challenge, where it's like, yo, you're gonna have the fight of your life is gonna be available. So like, say if you played on the harder difficulty on God of War, and you want to take all that wonderful stuff that you acquired, you can do that and they give me a challenge, and man, that'll probably make your playthrough just a tad bit easier. A dash, but yes. Everything that you acquire can be played on harder difficulties. Also, and when you do play on the harder difficulties, there's going to be some challenges. It's going to be a little bit challenging, especially in Give Me a Challenge. I heard that it's like almost devil. I heard it's like Dante Must Die mode, like from what I've been hearing. Give Me a Challenge Plus. I really hope that's not the case, because I hated Dante Must Die mode. That's a Devil May Cry reference. But of course, Devil May Cry is also being released. So yes, and also when you do New Game Plus, you also have the ability in any of the play modes, you'll be able to get new armor, new talismans, and new enchantments. And then you get to replay certain enemies, and the enemies will actually, from what they said, the enemies will be able to remember what your abilities. So like, say if you played one of the Valkyries and they do certain patterns, apparently they'll be able to change up their patterns and they'll be able to read you more. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some challenges on this New Game Plus. So if you have God of War, please get the patch right away. Go ahead and download it. If you haven't, do it now. If you have, play it. Or if you're trying to wait, come back later, because that's what I'm going to do. But another thing that kind of surprised me during my little time off was, bruh. Okay, so we all know, so I'm going to switch this over. So I'm going to turn this on, because I definitely turned this on. Spyro almost got away with it. And I feel like that's the best title for it. So, the developers for Spyro Reignited Trilogy, they originally announced that the game was supposed to be released September 21st, but instead it's going to be released November 13th. Now, from what Toys for Bob, the developer, said, it's we're deeply committed to getting these games right, so we've decided to move the release date. And then co-studio head Paul Yan wrote in a blog post, actually no, he wrote that. And then, the developers basically said that the game was going to get pushed back. But pretty much we all know, or if you haven't known, that the reason why the game got pushed back is because Wario 64 kind of pretty much showcased that if you had originally bought Spyro Reignited Trilogy, if it had been released September 21st, if you had bought it, bruh, so if you had did it then, you would have only had one game on the disc, and then you would have to download, the second and the third one on, digital. So for those that don't really have the internet, or, people like me who are just like, I kind of expect all my games to be included when it says on the box, I get 3 games. I expect 3 games to be on disc. It wouldn't have been on disc. You would have to, of course, download it. And then it makes me really wonder, because this could have been also another tactic for those that, once again, as we talked about earlier, if you want to boycott a game and you buy it used. So just imagine if you were like, I'm not really feeling, the developers or the publishers for Spyro, but I really want to play the game, so I'll go buy it used. Well, if you had bought it used, they probably would have had like some code on there, and you wouldn't have been able to use the code, and you only would have had the one game. So I feel like that was a little shady. It was a little close. It was a little shady. That's why I say Spyro almost got away with it. See, man, because if we allowed that to happen, they probably could have found a way to stop the boycott. So that's the only reason why I mentioned it. But I'm glad that the game will be released November 13th. Knock on wood. Everything should be included. See, man, I'm watching you, man. I'm watching you. Like, bro, I can't even. I don't know why you thought you was gonna get away with that. Come on, son. All right. Now, here's one I'm actually really excited for. I want to talk about this. For those that don't understand the reference right there, that is Fist of the North Star. In fact, let me show the video. Bam. And then we're going to switch over. Bam. Yo, Fist of the North Star is coming out October 2nd. Lost Paradise. So, yes, this game is, oh man, you know what? I got like 1,000 things to say. But pretty much what I want to talk about real fast is the fact of the digital pre-order. Because I found this quite interesting. I found this quite surprising. So apparently you would get a Destiny Talisman pack. A set of 6 Destiny Talismans featuring the 5 Chariot Guardians, Nanato, Juza, Fudo, Shurin, Huey, and Ryabuku, as well as Raiho's Loyal Horse. Man, I always have a hard time pronouncing his name. Kyoko. When equipped, each of these talismans hold. Oh, damn, did you see that hit as well? Bruh. Yo, I am going to have so much fun playing this game. Alright, well, anyways, let me switch back to this mode before I, get lost watching the trailer with you guys. So, you'll also get, when equipped, each of these talismans hold various useful abilities that will aid in Kenshiro, of course, the main antagonist. Where is he a protagonist? It's really hard to tell, man, because I know you would think he's a hero, but I kind of think he might be a villain too, low-key. But that's for a different theory for those that watch the anime. Also, if you do pre-order digitally, you get the theme and the avatar set, so you'll be able to, I believe what it says is, show your love for the series with the stylish Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise theme and character avatars. So, yes. So those who are like Kenshiro fans like me, or for those that were really excited that, yes, see, this is what happens when we freaking support Yakuza, Kawaii, and Yakuza, and we buy the stuff, nah. This game was, I believe, released last year, so now we're getting it this year. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be hella fun. Can't wait to play it. And it's coming out October 2nd. That is definitely a game I'm buying day one, because I want Sega to continue doing this type of crap. I want them to continue doing this. I want them to keep doing this. Keep supporting this shit. Keep releasing this right now. Yo. Yes. And then last but not least, I want to talk about Shenmue 3. Shenmue. Hold on. Shenmue 3 is coming out next year. So, for those that were trying to treat this game like it was how Kingdom Hearts 3 was, like, oh yeah, sure, it's coming out. No, Shenmue 3, it's been officially put out a release date. August 27th, 2019, from what Sega has said. Yu Suzuki's Grand Adventure is going to be coming out next year. So, yay! Yes, I'm actually quite excited for that. I do want to buy Shenmue 1 and 2, although I've been hearing the news about this game. Quite a few people are not exactly having fun with it. Although I know I want to try it because this was the game that supposedly gave birth to the Yakuza series. And I would definitely love to pay homage to the game that birthed a wonderful experience for me that I played on PS2. And then I'm now replaying on PS4. So I would definitely like to give Shenmue a chance and see what the big hype is. Because this game has got so much fan service. Everyone's been saying it's an amazing game. People have been telling me this for years. It's been really hard to find these copies, especially when I got a Dreamcast. And by the time I wanted to buy Shenmue, they were gone. Every copy was gone. So it's like, alright. I would definitely want to try this. This is definitely on my list of games I want to buy. So I'm going to make sure I buy Shenmue 1 and 2. And then I'm going to wait, because luckily, in the digital age, any BS problems can get fixed. So I'll wait to see what happens. And yes, that was pretty much it for It's All About the Hype. I don't really have that much to get hyped about, though. I mean, I just came back. There's a few things I did miss. There's a few topics I easily could have talked about, like plagiarism and all that stuff. But damn, like the plagiarism thing's still going on. So I'm just gonna let that go. And then supposedly, some CSGO YouTuber, gamer guy got into an accident. I can't even call it an accident. The guy purposely drove the wrong way and, crashed into like this. I'm sorry for the family. But yeah, there's been my news feed has been blowing up ever since I've turned it back on to activate. So I've been getting constant updates on news. I'm still hearing more about the whole Battlefield 5 fiasco. I know the beta was going to be coming out next month in September. So, hip hooray for that. Hopefully the beta will do well enough to inspire people to at least maybe support EA, because it looks like they're they're starving, they're hungry. Can't even. But yeah. So I'm actually glad. I'm really glad I'm back. So this was a quick episode. Yay. This is a nice little palate cleanser. So right now we're gonna wrap things up. We're at the time and the point of the show where I have to say goodbye. But before I end it, you already know what time it is. It's time for, you know what? Since Lord Brioche and Gamer Compose aren't here, it's time for shameless plugins. Yes, shameless plugins. And I will go. Chronicles of Gamers, the Chronicles of Gamers. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes. iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Acast. We're thinking about, what is that thing called? Spotify? I'm thinking about Spotify, but I'm gonna wait on that because I've seen the conditions. I see what you have to do to get on Spotify, so I know we're not on that level yet. So I know it's gonna be a while before we're on Spotify, and by that time, I feel like the next big thing will be up. So I'm pretty sure people pretty soon will be like, yo, you gotta hop on Tidal for podcasts. So I think I'm gonna wait for the Tidal wave. Hey, Tidal wave, you get it? I'm gonna wait for the Tidal wave to come through, and then I'll hop on that. Tidal wave. Oh man. I can't even. Also, quick side note, yeah, I am really glad I'm doing this again. I feel really fantastic. I feel really good. I feel more loose, relaxed. Woof. Also, I have been listening to some video game OSTs. I didn't want to, put in more stuff. Like I said, this is the slow return. So I figured I'd give you the news, and I'm actually kind of interested. This is something I really wanted to talk about, but not in full detail, because I feel like at this point, everyone already knows. But I just had to say something. I had to put my 2 cents in. as I said before, folks, voting with your wallet works. It works. It works. It works. It works. It works. Battlefield 5, voting with your wallet works. EA is feeling it. Trust me. As much as we think they're not, they're starting to feel it a bit. And the ripple effect's happening. Also, Spyro. Come on, son. Or, I can't eat. God of War New Game Plus. Really excited about that. Fist in the North Star. Shenmue 3. All of it's gone now. So yes, but thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am out of here. Like I said, next episode, I'll be back to my full, thing. I am playing some indie games. I can't wait to talk about a few. Especially by A Ground, support Gamer Composer. That man's been working hard to the bone. That's why he can't be on right now. Shout out to Lord Brioche and Gamer Composer. I know they're listening to the episode. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad that if you have time, like I said, you'll be on. All those that are listening or even watching the video, thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate the messages that you have sent. Thank you. It's nice to know you guys care. And yes, the stream will be starting. So be on the lookout for that. You'll just have to check the Twitter or Instagram or blog itself. But yeah, I am out of here. So stay lit.